Thank you for tuning in, Earth Signs. Today is going to be a general reading for the collective, so know that all messages will not resonate with everybody, and that's okay. Any information about Sage Company will be in the description box. Thank you, new followers, my veteran followers, all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. But with that being said, Earth Signs, let's go ahead and jump into your reading this week. This reading is good for whenever you find it. There's no expiration date on it. Again, if the message resonates, whenever you see it, then it's for you to see it at that time and to receive that message at that time. I read my cards in the upright for those of you who do not know. And I make it make sense, okay? All right, Earth Signs. I feel like I immediately heard what is for you is for you, okay? But I am picking up on the energy that we are on a quest for happiness. The things that we feel like will make or bring or add to your definition of what makes you happy and what happiness means to you. Okay, that is the quest. That is the goal, and that's what we're trying to reach. That's the energy we want around us. We want it to be high vibrational. We want it. We want people to feel loved and things to be amazing. You know, just things of higher vibration, and we don't want the lower vibration around us, right? That's the energy that I'm picking up. For some of you, I feel like maybe in work or business, something surrounding that you guys are going to be doing some traveling, okay? And I feel like this opportunity for you and this opportunity to be able to travel and do this, or traveling to get to something new involving work, I feel like there were people that had their hand in there who assisted you to get to this point. That makes you happy that you were able to take advantage of this opportunity, okay? I also feel like that in our collective that there is some disappointments going on. Like somebody was trying to bring you something, or maybe an offer didn't go as you expected it to. This caused some exhaustion, even just surrounding this offer, right? It could have been the anticipation of getting your answer, your final answer, or receiving the final answer and it just was not what you intended it to be, right? There's the disappointment, okay? But I feel like that somebody presented something to you and it wasn't what you wanted. So here we are. I feel like for some of you guys, because of this, you decided to go another route, put it out there what it is that you want. Well, maybe you realize that in your quest, like when you first either manifested this or the ideal of this or what you were praying for, you didn't get quite specific in what it was that you were desiring, what it was that you wanted, what it was that how the final outcome would actually be. So now you are well equipped of what wasn't present when you was manifesting this, or when you was praying for this, and it's like, okay, I'm about to do this and I'm about to do this the right way. So either it happened like that, or the offer that was presented, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be, and you're like, okay, I'm going to work on something else. Plan A, now I'm on plan B. And I feel like plan B is going to work out for you. All right. The new thing that you go after, or what the new element that you put into what you're asking for, is going to be the right way, or this one is going to work out in that favor in what you were asking, because this time asked properly, or you included what needed to be included, and then it's like, okay, that's what I needed to bring this to you. I wasn't quite clear exactly what you were asking for, but now that I am, okay, let me do this for you. So let me pull some clarifying cards for my earth signs here. But in the quest for happiness, some of you guys are going to be traveling, moving. You're going to have the opportunity to travel. There's people in your corner that's going to help you out on your journey. You're tired of the disappointments, the letdowns. For some of you guys, it's heartbreak. You're just tired of it. And so you want to go in a different direction with things and try for a different outcome. So okay, some of you guys may be traveling for an event such as a wedding, but some celebratory type of event. So there may be traveling going on for that. Lots of old faces, getting to let your hair down for once, have fun. It is the holiday season, so we can have people going to company parties, traveling for that, or just holidays with the family. But I am picking up on the energy of traveling to events. Okay. All right. All right, so my Capricorns are showing up in this reading, and I feel like in the instance that was speaking of the offer that didn't go quite the way that you intended, I feel like that this was this message was directly for Capricorn in the collective, okay? If it resonated with you and you're not a Capricorn, it was for you. But I really feel like that there's a Capricorn who really needed to hear that even though this offer may not be the offer, put in the do you know what to do, and you redoing it, right? And here you putting forth that action to doing it the right way, it's working out for you. Bam. It's yours. You got it, because this time whatever element was missing, you included it. And that was the catalyst for the universe, for God, whatever your belief is, to get that to you the way you needed it to get to you in the form in which you wanted it. And there we have that moment of celebration, that moment of achievement, accomplishment, right? A reason to celebrate, okay? So it's all there. It's just like something needed to be tweaked, resubmitted, or whatever. And that tweak helped you, okay? But for those who was going through that disappointment of it not turning out the way that you needed it to, or in the form in which you needed it to, it was important for this to work out for you, because it has something to do with further development or expansion in your life some type of way, or growth in your life some type of way. So that's why it had that effect on you the way that it did. And it took a lot of energy. This whole scenario, what you went through, took a lot out of you. Okay, earth signs. So just take care of yourself, love on yourself, make sure you're getting the rest that you needed. You are well equipped, and you have the tools and the knowledge to do what is necessary to turn this around, which I feel like that for those of you who are going through this, you already went through that process of redoing whatever or resubmitting whatever. Or you've already done it, and now you're on the road to, okay, it's going to come into you. Don't give up hope. Don't stop praying. Don't stop asking for what it is that you feel like that you deserve, because guess what? It is wanting to be provided for you, okay? You're doing the work, all right? I feel like the energy behind this was just great. Like I was saying in the beginning of this, this is the type of energy that you want around you. You don't want low-level, draining type of energy, right? So I just feel like that you are entering into this situation, or had entered into this situation with all kind of hopes and possibilities and determination and motivation, and you just kind of knew that whatever this was that you were asking for, or earth signs, like it was your birthright, like you were divine like it was in your divine rights to have this, right? And that's why you went after it in the manner in which you did, because you felt like, and you feel like, this is your destiny, or this was destined to be in your life. Okay. And from the looks of it, I really feel like the universe agrees. Okay. And that you are headed toward that moment of, okay, now I can exhale. Now I can relax. It's coming in the way it's needing to come in, however it's needing to come in. But this, that extra sense of security in knowing, okay, I'm straight now. Okay. So I feel like you're there, or you will be there in a moment. To just don't give up. You're doing everything the correct way, and it is going to work out in your favor. Please do not put, don't restrict yourself in any type of way. If you're thinking big and grand and this is to you, for you, whatever, it is yours. Think that away, okay? Don't start doubting yourself. Don't start adding fear into the component. Yes, there was a disappointment, but you knew what to do to turn this around. And I really feel like that you're going to have a second go around at something, or something else is going to be coming in that's going to supersede what you were asking for before. Okay, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's yours. You're going to be okay. You're going to have a sense of security after you get your okay. And it is what it is. And I feel like, again, there was assistance behind this. There was some help behind this. And even when it may have went south, somebody came in to help you, right? It's just like, no, sir. I also back this this action in this, and we need to make sure that this comes through. We need to make sure that this happens for this person. So if this like is in a work or business situation, just know somebody had your back in this. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and it's about knowing what you know is for you, and knowing what you want and going after it. That's all this was about. Okay. I need one more card. Here we go. Oop. Whole bunch of cards. I only need one. Let's go with this one. Yep. All right. So knowing what you want, knowing what's going to make you happy, or what you feel like will be the component to your happiness, right? Showing the love for yourself, while asking and requesting these things, and knowing that you are in alignment to having it, but never losing that love for yourself, because it is that love that you have for yourself. It's just like the energy going into this reading. It was just like, what you don't want around you, right? That was your first form of self-love, because you set some boundaries of what you're going to allow and what you will not allow in your life. And that's how you was moving. And because you was moving in this based off of what was best for you, that's why it's working out. That's why it's going on. And for that disappointment that happened, or that thing that didn't come through or whatever, it's in the fact of you regrouping, seeing it for what it was, and moving on. Okay. And because you did that, right? And because you resubmitted, redid, added that one element or whatever, and then the universe has said, I am here to provide you with this. You're going to have this, what you asked for, or this opportunity, or another opportunity that was better than that, right? After this revision, that it felt like a revision. Again, I was stating that there was some anxiety around the waiting and hearing, the outcome, the first outcome, right? So some of you guys may be going through that at this moment, waiting for this outcome on this other offer, right? But just know that what you put out there, it has been heard. It will be supplied. I do have a synchronicity for you guys, 333. So the meaning of that, or the interpretation of that in regards to what this reading means to you, you may want to look that up. But in the end, what is for you is for you. I said that in the beginning. You are to have this. The universe wants to get this to you in the most harmonious way, but providing it to you nonetheless. Earth signs, how do you really feel? How you really feel, Earth signs? I really feel like there was emphasis on doing what was best for you in this situation, period. You had to. You had to do what was best for you. And that's why you had to shut down and set those boundaries and say what you would allow around you and what you wouldn't allow around you. Okay? Now let me... All right. So, this is all about you knowing who you are, being... What is the word? Not giving up on you per se. Knowing that you got this, okay? And just staying grounded and rooted in your beliefs, and which, like I said, you knowing what's for you is for you. Knowing that, you know, the love for yourself comes first, and whatever boundaries you have to set so you can see this thing to the completion. You got to do what you got to do, right? So this may have happened along the way, and that first offer, the reason why, you know, or part of the reason why it didn't get to you the way that it needed to get to you, but that's okay. You bobbed and weaved, and you did it the way you needed to do it. You readjusted, you resubmitted, you know what I'm saying? You did it over, and it was in the manner in which it will benefit you for you. This was you tailor made this for yourself, this request for what this is that you wanted. All right. It was because you made it so specific and detailed on how you needed it to be for yourself, is why it's going to get to you now. Okay. All right, Earth signs, let me get the final messages from Spirit. So I'm going to pull my 3 oracle cards for you. Hey, whatever other way, it didn't work, but when you did it your way and what works out best for you, Earth signs, that's why it worked, and that's why it's working now, and that's why the door opened. Okay, or it will open. So be patient. Be patient. Even if you haven't got that first rejection yet, and you know it's coming, it's not to even fret, because you know what to do to get back in the game per se. Okay, we got 4 cards. So I feel like, you know, when the things were exhausting and it was taking your energy and you was waiting or whatever, it took a level of being still to, okay, if it wasn't for you being in a moment or in some times of stillness, you wouldn't have even known you needed to rework something. You see what I'm saying? But you found that out in these moments, and that's what it took. Okay. As well as solitude, these moments alone, trying to figure the things out, trying to, you know, find out what works for you, right? This was you tapping into you and really getting down to the nitty gritty of what worked for you or what works for you. That was how you was able to go forward, okay, in this situation. When you put that love for yourself into that was what ignited that spark for the universe to say, oh yeah, this was tailor-made for my Earth sign, right? This was your request. This is what you really wanted. This was customized for you. Oh, I didn't get that before. I thought this was for the collective. Oh, it was for you. Oh, now that I know it's for you, and this, you know, and you know, put the dash of love in for yourself, and you set your boundaries. You know what it is that what works for you, and how you loving on you, and how you giving yourself the attention that you need. You did the work, right? And so now, when we question in the beginning, what is it that, you know, what do you need to do, or what is going to provide your level of happiness, or what's going to make make you happy, or what is happiness to you. All right. Once you figured all that out and you set your boundaries, earth signs, and you got to where you needed to get to, then it's on to happiness. It's on to happiness. It was the search for what was going to make you happy that began this, and that started this in the first place, right? Whatever the situation is, even if it's a redo in love, right? You set your boundaries. You started loving on yourself more. You figured out that loving yourself first will open up your eyes, your doors, and everything else you need to know to be able to pour some of that love into somebody else, right? Your love for yourself is what you said, skirt, that offer, this first offer, that is not the right one. Let me rework some things and do it right so I can get to where I want to be in my level of happiness and what's going to truly make me happy. Because see, that other offer of mine had a splash and a dash of you getting a little bit of happiness while this fed somebody else more happiness. Like, it wasn't your benefit, it was the other thing's benefit, right? So job, business, love, whatever it is. That first offer was not to benefit you. You going back into this thing, knowing exactly what it is that you want, how you want it, with your boundaries and your limitations set. Now this is custom made for you. So everything looks good to me, earth sign. So comment, like, share on the video to support the channel. Let us know how things work out for you if you feel comfortable enough to share your experiences. But we'll do this again next week, and I am wishing you so much success in this situation and with this going on, because it really feels like that now there's going to be growth and expansion in the things that you want and your pathway in you getting to your happiness. So take care, and I'll see you next time.